right. I need somebody to help get my vehicle. Are you good at following other people to get the vehicle? Are you good at doing that? What would you say your specialty is?
Probably better at that than I am anything else.
Could you? Yeah, I need somebody. How can I get on this deadgum screen? Could you? Well, you're helping Van Grafton because I got to go over there. What time am I doing the photography today? 10 and 10:30. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing swell. Do you know what swell is? Hey, Jace Connor, how are you, my man? Hope the insurance game is treating you swell. Well, as always, on the morning grind, we get started with simply 60 seconds of gratitude where we force ourselves to become thankful for one thing. And I'm very thankful that somehow I got this attitude check corrected over the course of a Sunday and a Monday. My attitude sucked on Sunday, and because my attitude sucked on Sunday, guess what kept happening?
Your attitude sucked on Monday.
Well, when your attitude sucks, it just attracts more things that suck. It's amazing how that works. It's amazing how you put something out there, and it's just like a magnet. And my attitude's improved. Thank God. Hello, Chris Clark. How are you, my friend? If you're on here, do me a favor. Please like, comment, and share this video. And make sure you're in a good mood. How are you doing today, Ed? I like your hair. What do y'all think about the man's hair? Come here and get in front of the screen. Show your hair.
Your hair
Come
looks
on.
a lot better than normal.
It looks better today. Now smile. Quit looking like you're a dickhead. Just smile into the camera. Duck down. Squat down. Smile. Is he smiling? God. You know, the way you look into the camera is a reflection of how you look at yourself. Angry. What happens when you're angry?
You attract angry people.
You attract angry ass people. You stay pissed off at the time. Remember this. The way you look in the mirror, the way you look in a camera is the way you look at yourself. How do you look? Damn, I'm happy to be that man. Why be moody when you can shake your booty? That's my wife on here. Hey, Rabbit, thank you for getting on here. Jason Connor said, be sweller if we were working together with those young guns you have on your team. Hey, reach out to my young guns, man. Jason Connor's in the insurance business. And he's got this saying called work with winners. He even says he's the best damn ping pong player in this building. You think he would be?
Yep.
Do you believe he would? You don't even know him, do you?
Hey, whenever somebody like that says something like that, I believe it.
You believe it. Today, what we're talking about, before we get started, please do me a favor. Share this stream because I want to get some participation today. I don't want you to just sit up here and lecture. If you were given $10,000 to invest, maybe, what if you don't have a business? But let's just say you did have a business. How would you invest your $10,000? How would you take that $10,000 and what would you do with it? I've seen this question asked before. I saw Carrie Ann's here ask it once. Maybe Coach Bird asked it. I've seen it asked a few times. Let's ask this man right here. Andre. Andre. Thank you for the comment, Danny Ward. Good morning, GTT crew. Thanks. That's a snazzy jacket with a muscle man. If you were given $10,000, what would you do with it? If you were just given $10,000 to use how you choose, what would you do with the money?
Like in my business, or
it was $10,000 for you to use as you choose. But let's make it specifically for your business. What would you do? How would you get the best return, the most value out of your $10,000?
well, right now what I'm doing is I'm doing like a lot of mailers, I'm doing a lot of snail mail, but I guess I would continue doing that. Maybe find a billboard, something else.
A billboard.
And go kind of that route. Like you're doing.
What I'm doing.
Well, on a very
Are you on the stream?
I am.
You promise? Okay, what would you do, Josh? Here's what Andrew said. He would really continue marketing, is what he's saying he would do with his money. Be on a billboard or continue with his direct mail campaign. Okay.
If I was a business owner, I would take myself and 4 other of my heavy hitters go to Cardone's boot camp.
Okay. You, blanket lady.
I would say marketing as well.
Marketing as well. How about you?
Yeah.
Our little prize Mexican Spaniard. Where's your family from? Are they
El
from
Salvador.
El Sal? What would you technically be? What can we call you?
Central American.
Central American?
Yeah.
Centro Americano. All right. Do an event and the rest towards marketing, if any left. Kendall!
Good morning.
We've got some good answers. If you're watching, let me know what you do. If you had the chance, somebody gave you 10 grand. So what did you say you do?
Marketing.
Marketing.
I would hire more people.
I'd hire
For me.
more people. Well, how about you? A down payment on a house. Okay. Chris Clark says, I don't even know how you say that. Giondes. What the hell does that mean?
What's that mean, Lily?
It's one of these comments.
It's like,
Giondes.
How's it going?
Hey, what's up? Que pasa? Why didn't he say que pasa instead of quiondes? Shit, I don't know that word. Okay, so I like what Drew said, but here's where Drew's a little off. He would do what he sees me doing now. Okay? But you're seeing a dude that's been doing this thing for 12 years. You can't skip these steps. You can't just go from where, I mean, Drew is definitely I will give Drew credit. He is way ahead of where I was, probably even at 35 years old. Me and Drew are about at the same pace, the same place. He's 23. At 35, me and him will be equals. Okay? So if I'm going to go back and look at myself at 35, I would have picked the route Josh said. Okay? I would try to find a way to turn that $10,000 into really about 2 to 3 years of personal development. Not just one thing. Okay? Because whenever you go somewhere and you listen, like if you go to the Cardone event, it's a phenomenal event, but you're going to forget about 80 to 90% of it within 30 days. So what your brain needs is the repetition. Donate $10,000 to a charity auction, a pheasant hunt charity auction. Hey, I like that. But how can you get the most out of that $10,000 investment? Just know a one-time event, it's over.
Stretch it out.
You got to find a way to stretch this thing out. Josh or Drew doing these mailers. What happens if they don't work? What did he get out of it?
Branding.
A little branding. But branding only works if they continue to see it again. So what if I said, Josh, I'm going to feed you today, and I'm never going to feed you again?
I'd have to.
Sooner or later, the brand of Josh, Benny the Kid, Benton Harrell would die. Your brand will die without food, by the way. So if you're going to commit to your brand, know this, you're going to have to continue to do it over and over and over and over and over again. And if you stop, it's just like you die. Your brand will die. Good morning, Lisa Patrick. Hey, Chris Clark's wife is from San Salvador, East Salvador. Now, where were you born?
Texas.
We got to, did y'all cross the border? Do you remember did y'all cross the border, or how'd you do it?
Yeah, no, my parents crossed the border way before I was ever.
Have they ever told you stories about it? Or have you ever asked? Or is that shit we don't even talk about around here? Do we?
Yeah, they have told me stories.
I'd like to hear some of that. You know, that's cool. Branding is about what you believe and how you behave. And I think it's also about what other people believe about you. So my money would be spent on my personal improvement, my self-development. What does that look like? How can I develop myself? Okay, well, hold on. You can develop hard skills. Van, what would a hard skill be?
In this business, sales.
Okay, well, let's not just make it about this business. What is a hard skill in any business or in just anything? I would learn how to become a better communicator. That's a soft skill, isn't it? But learning how to sell, is that a hard skill or a soft skill?
I consider that a hard skill.
I believe learning how to, hey, sit down there. I got a question for you. Hey, I got a question for you. When Hayden calls people who get real awkward whenever he's got to ask a question, he kind of makes it weird, like I'm doing right now. So, Hayden, have you been watching the show?
I have.
What's the show topic?
What would you do with $10,000?
What would you do if you, because I got this from y'all talking yesterday. Got my attention. If you had $10,000 and you could invest the money, however you, or you could blow it. You could be like Ed Hardy and blow it. Go get strippers.
Yeah.
Cocaine. Whatever you want to do your money, you get to do this. What would your $10,000, where would it go?
The first thing I would do is what we were talking about yesterday.
That was 2,000. That was 2,000, but little do y'all know, 2,000's getting you in the door. How you going to get down there? Where are you going to stay? It's going to be 5,000. So here's the problem: if you take your 10, you're dropping half of it on one event. Now, you do get a lot of material from there. You do get exposed to a lot of things. But see, I believe the better your skill is, there's just a lot more gas mileage. If you could start the NFL right now with one player today, who would it be?
Tom Brady.
He's old. Who would you start with? Patrick Mahomes. Why would you want him?
Young, a lot of upside.
But why would you want him?
He could take you to the Super Bowl.
Because he's the best damn quarterback in the league. He's the best player in the league. When you become the best at something, money just follows you around. See, it took me Justin Herbert, Chris Clark says. So, Lisa Patrick, hard skill would be a surgeon, soft skill, emotional intelligence. I believe I would go to work on building my skill. There was a time I would have said what Drew said. I would have bought leads. Like, you can lose money on leads. You can lose all $10,000 of your dollars on buying leads. Mm-hmm. You know how I know? Because I lose a lot of money every month on leads. Yeah. But I multiply the leads here by developing skill. Are they making phone calls?
Yes.
Are you?
But yeah, I was going to ask.
I didn't ask another question. Are they calling?
Mm-hmm.
Are you? How many calls you make yesterday?
None.
How about you, Els?
5.
So you got to get those calls up. I'm taking the leads and I'm optimizing them. I'm buying the leads so they can learn how to build these soft skills. Progress.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Would it make sense though for I guess buying those leads with $10,000 you have, if you feel like you're good enough to handle those leads? If you feel like you have that skill?
I think it depends on where you are in your progression. Have you done the hard work to develop the skills? Do you feel like now could you multiply $10,000 worth of leads? Could you? Well, see, I think the ultimate, huh?
I have confidence I could.
Okay, well, I think at the end of the day, your end goal should be this: what can I do? What can I do for me where I can bring in more people that want to be a part of this? If I was not very good, the weatherman would have never joined up over here. And if I wasn't very good and weatherman didn't join up over here, Shawan would have not come over here. Do you see what I'm saying? So you got to put if there's people there that have passed you in personal development and things, they're probably not going to stay around. Do you know why I feel like I've got to train every single day? Every day?
You got to be that much better.
I can't let y'all catch me. I can't let that happen. Lisa Patrick, the event knowledge is only good when you apply the knowledge. Most don't. I agree. Nurture the clients you have. Be distinctive in how you create that experience so they are motivated in unique ways to gift you new leads. So I believe if I was given the $10,000, it'd be on me just continuing to improve. So you were talking about going to Miami. You were talking about going to Miami. Who else talking about going?
No.
Is he going to go? Do y'all want to see?
Another deal, he will.
No, what can you do for them? Then they will help you without having to ask. Advocates. So here's the question. How hard would it be for you to come up and stack 10K somewhere so you could do this? Most people wouldn't. Most people I think are focused on, I think a lot of people would focus, I got to pay off this debt, or I got to buy a car, or I got to do something else with this money. The fastest way to multiply your money is you getting better at something. I've got a deficiency in marketing. I wish I was a better marketing person because I think I could find a way to multiply good incoming leads if I was a better marketer. I've known how over the last 5 years to get attention and get out here and say dumb shit where people might watch. I've known how to grow a company from 45, 50 sales to 206 sales. I figured out how to do that to go over 75 million, how to be number 2 in this marketplace. I figured out how to do that. I have not figured out this marketing thing yet. That's a deficiency that I need to get better. If I could become a better marketer, Josh, imagine what it would be like if I'm like, instead of how many calls did you make today? Hey, how many incoming calls did we have today, Remy? See, I'm not asking. I'm just saying if I was better at marketing, but I've got a deficiency there. So here's what I would tell you to do over the new year. Find a way to commit money to this area that you want to improve in. Right now, if there's one specific area in your life, where could you improve to help you?
Organization.
Okay.
And sales. I'd say sales can always be improved.
So to get more organized, are you ever going to become a more organized person?
I'm working on it. I feel like
Well, I think you're limited. Like, how much better can I get at throwing that football? I'm pretty good, right?
I don't think you can get any better.
I don't know if I can get any better, but you know what I might want to do instead of being the all-time quarterback?
Get a little faster.
Get a little fat. Maybe I just need to get a better quarterback out there. Maybe I can only take our team so far out there. You ever thought about that?
So get somebody else.
You might have to find somebody that can help you with your will. I was talking to a guy yesterday, and him and another person own this company together. And I've read this book called Traction. Me, Van, and Remy went through it. And most of the time, these people don't understand how important it is to, you got to work off each other's strengths, and you got to put people in places that are for your that help you with your weaknesses. I'm never going to be a great organized person. As a matter of fact, I'm never going to be great at taking my ideas and making them work. I'm never going to be a great implementer. That ain't me. Me and Weatherman are very similar. So here's where we're both kind of visionary thinkers. So I'll come to Van or Remy and say, we need to do this. I can see the idea, but I can't see how to execute it. And that's where shit gets tough, don't it, Remy? Because I'll come in there and say, let's do this. And it might take her 6 months to do that. I had a better idea. This idea is even better than that idea, okay? It's completely different than that idea. So everything that you've done in the meantime, just scrap it. See, whenever you get visionary thinkers together, they create a lot of chaos. So, Tommy Hamer, I'm a true believer at watching the pros at whatever it may be to be better. They are pros for reasons. I'm not, because I'm not doing what they are doing. You get what you put in. I agree with that. Like, hey, I've got this IRS thing going on. And they came and they told me, how much money they say I owe for 2019 after we've already paid? Hey, I feel like I overpaid for 2019. How much, Van? $134,000 extra dollars. Okay, that's what they're saying I owed. And then I go out and I get a damn true pro. We're expecting to get a letter today. You know what it might come back? He said that I owe them.
Nothing.
He said they might owe you money. How much money did he cost me?
A lawyer.
No, he's a CPA.
130 plus.
He didn't cost me nothing. What? He saved me. He saved me $134,000. I'm gonna have to probably pay him $7,500. See, people don't cost you money. Like what Tommy is saying. People don't cost you money. That's a fallacy that people, it took me so long to understand whenever you're growing a company. People don't cost you, especially good people. They don't cost you money. What costs you the most money is you trying to do everything yourself. What would it be like if me and Van were in there on the phone trying to bang out a negotiation with that CPA? What would that have been like, Van? Would have probably said, oh, well, 50 grand. As a matter of fact, Van's first response when I was talking about, well, we can set up a payment plan. You remember saying that? Yeah. I'm like, bullshit. We're not doing that. So think about this over the next few weeks. Can you create $10,000? Then what would you do with it? Everybody, have a great day. Shut us down, Vingruchten.